previous episode, we've got to know who King Shantanu was and how he got married to goddess Ganga. In today's episode, let's get to know what happened later on. Welcome back to Live, Love, Learn with me, Arya, and episode 6 in our series on Mahabharata. First of all, I'll let you know who Ashtavasus are. They are 8 among 33 gods. There are 33 gods basically. They are Dvadasa Adityas, who are 12 in number, Ekadasa Rudras, 11, Ashtavasus 8, Ashwini Devatalu 2. So 12 plus 11 plus 8 plus 2, totally 33 gods, and Ashtavasus are 8 gods among them. This is about Ashtavasus. Coming back to King Shantanu, he loved Ganga so much. He never questioned her anything, and they lived happily for a few years and were blessed with 8 sons. She drowned each of her sons in river Ganga, saying that she is making them happy. Though King Shantanu never liked it, fearing that she might leave him, he neither questioned nor stopped her doing so. If you don't know about Ganga's condition, then you can go back to episode 5 where you can find it in detail. So when this 8th son was born, King Shantanu wanted to save him very badly, and so with a smile on his face, he asked her, "Please don't kill him. Whose daughter are you? Why are you killing all these babies? Doing so is a great sin." That woman replied, "Dear king, you are desperate to have a son, and of course you'll have one. I'm not gonna kill your son. But like I told you before, my time span to stay here came to an end, and I gotta leave now. I'm the daughter of Janhu Maharshi, and I am Ganga. I had to stay here with you to serve the purpose of gods. All these 8 children are Ashtavasus. They had to take human birth because of sage Vasishtha's curse. There is no one else on this earth other than you who is eligible to be the father of these Ashtavasus. And since you have become father to them, you've got Punyalokas. And there is no such woman who can carry and give birth to them here. So I had to take birth as a human and then give birth to them. Moreover, they had a condition that I should kill them soon after they are born to relieve them from human birth and from sage Vasishtha's curse. I requested them that at least one son should remain to you, and so this 8th son is born with the Amsha or the power of all these Vasus. He's my son, so name him Gangadat. Have him with you, and I am leaving." Then King Shantanu asks her, "Who is sage Vasishtha? What was the mistake that these Vasus did that made them take birth as humans? What's the mistake done by this very child you gave me? Why is he gonna live longer as a human? Please let me know all these things." Ganga replied, "The one Varun accepted as his son is sage Vasishtha. His ashram in Meru mountains is full of birds and animals. It has fruits and flowers of all seasons and enough water. In such a divine ashram, sage Vasishtha performs tapassu. Dear king, daughter of Daksh, called Surabhi, is married to Kashyap and gave birth to a cow. It's born to benefit the lokas. It can satisfy all the wishes. Sage Vasishtha accepted this cow as Homadinu, which is used in performing yagas, and that cow fearlessly stays in that ashram. One day, all these Vasus, along with their wives, visited this ashram and enjoyed there. One of them saw this beautiful Nandini, which means a cow, and showed it to her husband Dhyu. He told her that this Nandini belongs to sage Vasishtha, and if a human drinks the milk of this cow, they stay young for about 10,000 years. She was impressed with that and told him, "I have a friend in Bhuloka. She is a princess and her name is Jetavati. She is daughter of Visuna Rajarshi. I want to present this cow along with its calf to my dear friend. By having its milk, she'll be the only one with good health for a very long time. Please get that cow for me." He didn't think of the consequences of stealing it from sage Vasishtha, but he just wanted to satisfy his wife's wish, and along with other Vasus, he stole that cow and they left that place. After collecting fruits, one sage Vasishtha returned to his ashram and noticed that the cow was missing. He searched it everywhere but couldn't find it. Then with his Divya Drishti, the divine power, He found out that Vasus have stolen this cow, and out of anger he cursed them to be born as humans. Vasus got to know about the curse and reached Sage Vasist and requested him. Then Vasist told them that he cursed Daru and all the other Vasus. All of them can get rid of this curse in less than an year except Daru. It is because of him that all of them got cursed. So he'll have to live as a human for a very long period. He'll become a son to a great king and serve him. Moreover, he'll be away from women and remain childless. This is why Ashtavasus are cursed. After that, they met me and requested me to drown them in water and hence save them. That's the reason why I took human birth and I finished that task. So I'm leaving. Once this baby reaches a certain age, he'll come back to you. Saying this, Ganga disappeared along with her son. He is called Devavrat, Gangadat, Gangeya, and he is none other than Bhishma. King Shantanu also left for his kingdom. Going forward, we'll know about the great story of King Shantanu and his family, which is nothing but Mahabharat. To know how Devavrat was given this name Bhishma, catch me on the next episode. If you like this episode, give it a big fat thumbs up. Comment and let me know if you want more episodes on Mahabharat so that I can bring them to you regularly. If you are visiting my channel for the first time, please take a look at my other videos, and if you like my work, then subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon next to it so that whenever I post a video, you'll receive a notification. If you are a new subscriber, then comment saying new subscriber so that it gives me a chance to tell you a hi. You can follow me on Spotify to listen to my podcast and follow me on Instagram for any other updates. Catch me on another video. Until then, stay home, stay safe and stay connected with me, Arya.